It's like we're fighting heartburn. I've never heart. Brain, and I think actually I have a brain and I actually think, oh shit, oh, you know what, you guys are right, a couple hundred years ago I'd be put to death for being a witch, and I'm actually pretty attractive. I was attracted before testosterone. I just never really realized it. So, like, if I'm getting into it, I probably would have been a witch. Hocus Pocus 2, by the way. We can get into that also. Let's get into it. I mean, like... Do you guys do realize... Has anybody seen Hocus Pocus 2? Come on. Or what about when she's like, we need to spread out. And then Sarah's like, you know what? Like, that movie is funny. And what made that movie really, really funny was the fact that they understood their objective. It had been so long that they know what those one-liners are, what the specific moments in the movies create nostalgia for people. And they threw those specific things into this movie at just the perfect time. And it's so good, that first movie, to throw in those lines were just like, I got ya. Very specific to the people that grew up with the Hocus Pocus movie. I think one of the big ones was Amok, right? Where she's like, they're all on the brooms. Or how about, let's think about what this fucking movie did. So let's think about, I can't even think of her fucking name, the fat one. Najim Harris, the witch that she played. That one, right? Did she not have a vacuum as a broom in the first movie? Very conducive, the vacuum, very conducive, like the age of where we're at. It's a vacuum, right? It's a fucking vacuum. Back in 93, you had a fucking vacuum, right? She rode a fucking vacuum, right? In 2022, she had vacuums, right? As her broom. But what were they? Little ninja robot things, like little circle things that they just like fucking go and like eat up. And they use that so fucking sick. They surprise me, and I'm very, very good with movies. And this is why, I'd like to think that one of these things, that the hidden thing that I never really wanted to focus on, that is not that big to me, is like directing in movies. Like I can, this is why movies have to be really, really fucking good. And shows, more importantly, shows need to be so good or I'm not watching them. Because I know the plots. I know what's happening. If you can confuse me and make me think like, oh, this is what's happening, and then completely flip me on my shit, that's a good movie. So what they did was there was no whatever. What they did was this this witch, this specific witch, had a vacuum as the broom in the last one. And the vacuums nowadays aren't just normal vacuums, right? You have these little discs that go and fucking eat up these damn fucking little things, and they just do their little thing, right? And she has them on both feet. This is like, she's like a fucking witch, right? She's riding the broom, but like her brooms are on both feet, right? They're like those little things, and like she's like, oh fucking, I'm surfing, cowabunga, right? And then they get to this point where they try to separate, like they try to do this thing. I'm fucking killing the movie for you guys. Just one more. They get to this point where, like, they get them in the circle of salt, and they don't know what to do, and they're so funny because they're, like, pacing around. If you look, because you have to look in the background of things. At that one point, you have them talking here, these characters, and then you have the witches in the garage that are literally in the circle of salt, fucking, like, pacing, and the fucking broomies, they come and they fucking, like, what are the broomies? They're like the little fucking things, and they fucking suck up and eat up the salt. And that's how they get out. That was genius. How they, and I know it sounds stupid, but I don't know what came first, the chicken or the nugget. Was it like, oh, brooms, right, what kind of brooms are there going to be riding? She was riding a vacuum, right? What kind of fucking brooms that we have nowadays that is not like a vacuum, but it's not like a broom? Oh, things, the little discs that go and fuck around and eat shit. Like, what came first? Them sucking up the sand or her riding them as a broom? Fucking genius. Why don't I remove my shirt? Well, we have hours until the fucking game plays. Okay, give me... Alright, what we'll do... Fuck. We're doing this thing where, like, I had a Cowboys hat that I wore. They got given to me as a birthday present, like, last year. Like, fucking... Football wasn't happening. So I wore this fucking hat, and I made it sweaty, had sweat lines, all this fucking shit. I was like, dude, I put so much energy into this hat. Literally, this is the good thing for us. This is what we're going to be winning this games, because there's like thousands of people that like put their shit into the jersey. They don't wash them, and then the hats. And then my mom washed the fucking hat. And I was like, okay, great. Our season's over. Guess what happened? Dak Prescott got injured. Dak Prescott got injured. My hat got washed, and Dak Prescott got injured. Thank God that this system that we thought the Dallas Cowboys didn't have, that offensive, these coordinators that we have are great. And the fact that you can take a second-string quarterback and produce what you have produced through him just solidifies the fact that you do have a good offensive coordination going on. And with the defense, they still have that defense is scary. Like, if I was a quarterback and I was going up a Dallas Cowboys defense, the one thing that I would ask my coordinator, especially while I'm trying to prep for this team, is like, how the fuck am I not going to get sacked? How the fuck can we put plays out there that's going to confuse the defense, that we're gonna use their aggression against them and fucking make big plays consistently? Because it can happen. It's happened. I mean, you look at Joe Burrow in that game, you know. He was getting sacked really bad, but at some point he was starting to put, or the Chargers, they were starting to put this, or was it the Chargers? What was it? What was the second game? God, I can't even think. I put it on my brain so fucking hard. Oh, the first game. The first game. What was the first game? Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we had in the second game, we got injured with Dak. What was it? The Giants? And we had Joe Burrow. Right. So it was the Giants. No. Oh, my God. When did Dak get injured, please? Can you help me out? Google it. I need help. We played Tampa. And then we played Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Oh, it was the Bengals then. Yeah, it was the Bengals that he got injured in the Bengals game. Right? This is a Super Bowl team. This isn't fucking the Jets. Or any other fucking 31 teams, by the way, because you only got 2 that make it to the Super Bowl. So as much as people like to say, oh, how does it feel about being a fucking Cowboys fan where your team disappoints you every year? So how many years did your team make it to the Super Bowl? Because that's the end game, right? Did they not disappoint you? Probably. You can make it to the fucking playoffs all you want. Do you make it to the Super Bowl and then you lose? Oh, great. So you make it there and then you lose. So there's 32 teams. 31 at the end of the day. 31 that disappoint you. So it doesn't fucking matter if my team has been to the Super Bowl or not. What matters is the consistency. Have we beaten the division? Have we beat the shit out of the NFC East division? Absolutely. Have we sat there and ran through some teams that we shouldn't have ran through? They like to say, we Cowboys always have a weak schedule. Right. Good. So the Bengals are weak. They're a Super Bowl team, right? So we're going to sit there and say, oh, they don't have all their people. Yeah, well, neither do we. We don't have Michael Gallup. We don't have Dak Prescott. We don't have Tyron Smith. We don't have fucking what? You know what I'm talking about? Like, neither do we, bitch. We don't have Dalton Schultz. We've been struggling to find a tight end since Jason Witten. Like, figure it out. So this is the first year that we get put up against these teams. It doesn't matter anymore about who is bad and who is not. We have nobody, and we're playing with a second string quarterback. So if we can win games, this isn't just this is a coordination. These are plays. This is a playbook. This is a vibe that this team has, that they're just saying, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if Dak Prescott is out. I don't give a fuck if they think that we're like the worst team in the NFL as far as like never going to the haven't. You know what I'm talking about? We still have created what? Within the last 2 games, we've had 13 sacks. Now, I just need to know. I just need to know whatever. So what we told ourselves when we went off, because my phone, what I do is I use my phone a lot at work for different things, and I was not able to get it to 100% before we started to stream. And then my battery pack, I was very lax on that as well. What our thing is can we get back to 70 people? Can we? And I told myself that we could. But I think that I like it more when I like it more because, not because I'm getting pressed in so many different directions that I don't know how to respond. I think I can be way more intimate with people that actually give a fuck about me and what I'm doing. My life revolves around my genitalia. Not really. I don't think that men... I'm not trying to be your typical man. I think we've already... like... Have I ever been your typical woman? Let's figure it out. Have I ever just been the typical... Oh, you guys didn't get to see that, did you? Oh, boo-hoo for you guys. Was I ever the typical woman? So why the fuck do you think that I would be a typical man? What we can do is, am I your typical transgender person? No, I don't think that I am. But I still yet get these questions and treat it as such. And that's okay. That's okay. Because without you guys, this shit does not work. You guys realize that, right? As much as I like to talk shit, without the people that are watching, this shit doesn't work. It doesn't work. How many times do I come on stream and sit there and talk with 0 people in the fucking chat? You know, actually, recently, it's taken less time to get 8 people in the chat. You know, there's something that I'm doing that is, we've been on the community for a while now, but we're getting consistently, 24 people now? We used to be sitting there with like 4 or 5. No water. I don't have any water. Oh, did I fill it up way past max? Ooh, that tastes good. I forget what this weed is called, but it's MBR. It's something runts. Mobile running runts. Something running runts. Something runts. Something. Something. I don't know. I got kissed. Yes, I'm getting on Permanent Friends. I 100% expect myself to be on this show today. I'm just very weirded out. Is that okay to say that? And it's not because it's maybe it's not a show that fits into my shit. So I just gotta kind of, I don't know what kind of questions she's gonna ask me, or what the fuck I even talk about. But I do think that I could bring some solidarity and some inclusiveness to this fucking stream. And some type of fucking, like, actual fucking, like, knowledge. It won't just be a fucking, like, wet brain, fucking, like, brainless fucking shit. We'll figure out. So, chat, give me some things. I have not talked to my producer about it. My producer was in the chat earlier. Hopefully he's in. I love him so much. I don't think that he thinks that I love him, but he's everything that I thought that I needed to make what we have as far as the show work. And as far as the YouTube channel, I always told myself, I was like, you know what, we need somebody to clip things and to make things entertainable for things to watch. And I knew from the get-go I was not the person to deal with everything at once. And there are people that do that. Congrats to you. But there was somebody that I didn't even fucking know that decided to say, hey, you know what? And not just say, hey, no, I want to do something with you. No, they listed out professionally, like in a resume. If I was going to be reading a resume, I felt like I was, you know what he made me feel like? He made me feel like there was 5 other people in this fucking, in my Instagram chat, or my DMs that I needed to fucking, that was competition. And then you know what I'm talking about? He didn't need to do all of that. But he listed all of his shit. Like, if there was some other competition, there was no other competition. Nobody fucking, like, gave a fuck at that point to do a show with me. I don't even think there's other people that really... I mean, Elisa, somebody... This Permanent Friends isn't happening... It's happening now because she took the time to not just be... Well, she took the time to be in chat, first of all. And then took the time to come on... And I took the back seat. You know, I wanted Elisa to be on the show. And I couldn't be on the show and Alicia be on the show at the same time at that point. So I let Alicia say what she wanted to say. And I hit her up the next day and I said, thank you again for coming on the show. And I would like to redo the favor and make an appearance on your show. You know. And this is an in-look. This is a private eye into what I always do with my life. Right? I'm pretty sure I knew I had a football game at 10 o'clock. I'm pretty sure I knew I was going to be fucking drinking until I don't fucking know what time it is. I'm pretty sure that I'm absolutely sure I had a fucking second show, like my original show that I needed to be on. I have so much shit. Like, literally, that is just that. That has, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that I don't want to be on, I'm just signing myself up for this shit it's just creating, like, anxiety at some points of just, like, I have all these different things to do, and none of them are for, like, personal me time. Except for the game. And then I fucking literally booked something during the fucking game. Like, am I fucking stupid? And I haven't done any of my shit. I said that I would sit there and I would watch some Kermit and Friends and figure out what kind of, like, thing we're doing here. I've never met Elisa. It's going to be weird. I don't think I've ever I met Attila. So when I was going on his podcast, Attila knew who I was and I knew who Attila was. You know, did I know who Good Times was or Mr. Big Pipes or, you know, no. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this shit. Look at this fucking shit. You literally have a fucking played out version of it for you. Did not fucking Aldi want to beat my ass? Oh wait. Did Aldi not want to beat my ass? No, I haven't looked into it. That's the whole thing. I have anxiety of the fact that, like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I watched her streams before, her Kermit and Friends, and she really just is like, so, the cocaine thing with me was confirmed when she went to go get her nose hairs waxed. There were certain parts where she's like, no, not this part. I'm like, oh, because the cocaine burnt through your nose or nostril or what is it? Why else would you not want this specific part? Oh, is it your nose job? Very debatable at this point. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, like, I don't know who Elisa is. Specifically, I've never met her. I always looked at her as a kind of, like, that she does what I would love. I don't think I'll ever be able to get her to come clean out on chat, regardless if it's Kermit and Friends or not, but I'm pretty sure that she does a significant amount of cocaine. And this isn't coming from somebody that's just like, oh, I've done cocaine a couple of times. Well, yeah, I'm not a cokehead, but you do have to realize that I worked in Hermosa Beach. It wasn't until then that I realized that, like, cocaine is actually a fucking thing. Like, I had come in contact with it before, you know what I mean? And it wasn't till I worked in Hermosa Beach on the pier and, like, met these people with my personality, by the way, because, like, I'm the same person that I was on testosterone and off testosterone. So if it's personalities that we're really worried about, I can guarantee you guys aren't getting anything different. And that's what really should matter. But anyway, cocaine. Like literally cocaine. Like, it was just like, oh, like, fucking, like, fuck, dude, like, doing cocaine in bathrooms was no longer something that was a TV thing. And before I even did it myself multiple times in that period of time there, I would hear it in the women's bathroom. I would go into the bathroom, and you can completely tell that there's 2 to 3 to 4 women in this fucking stall next to me. And I never understood any of that until I did cocaine. And I was like, and like, not consistently, but like, I would have people, I'd be working, literally, I'd just be working, and it'd be one of those days that I don't have to do my second job or whatever. And I'd be fucking like, or probably before I did it, I met one of my coke friends from my second job at, and I'll say it, if you guys do want to go there and visit Barnacles in Hermosa Beach, that is where I worked at. And it is a very nice, they're not going to know who the fuck you're talking about if you try to go and talk to them about me. Well, just go there. Figure it out for yourself. But anyway, it is a very local bar. It is great. And then also, what is not there, I used to work at Slater's 50/50. Right there on Hermosa Beach Pier, where the Mermaid used to be at. And we got, the Mermaid was something that you see in movies with a, I never went there, but the way that people would talk about that bar is that bar. You know what I'm talking about? That they make songs about. And it wasn't there anymore. And you get a lot of people who used to talk shit about Slater's, but then they you know, you got a lot of people that came in there and it's on the pier. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, fucking, like, what are you talking about? I would open the door from working in the salad section. I would open that door right there, and it would be the strip where people skate and walk their dogs and do all this shit. And then it'd be that part, and then I could literally run out, touch that wall separating that part of that strip, that, you know, where people skate and shit, and what's blocking the sand from that, and come right back in without missing a receipt at all, or a ticket, I guess you could say, a ticket. That's how close. I was on the pier. That period of my life was so crazy. It was fucking crazy, and I destroyed. And I feel like that period of my life, my grandma had died, you know, in 2000 and what? 6. And then so we got the job in 2018. Some things don't materialize until way later. And I was doing drugs, you know what I mean? I was relapsing, and meth fucks with your brain. So I didn't give myself a good amount of time. I think I was clean about maybe, I don't even know if I hit 6 or 3 or 4 or 5 months before I relapsed in that period of time. So my brain from 12 to fucking whatever, 26 or whatever the fuck, did not, it took a while. You know what I mean? It took a while to get, just leveled out, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, we're still fucking learning how to deal with emotions, and, like, you know, how, like, where the emotions are linked to, because I might feel this way this one day, but everything that happened this day has nothing to do with how I'm feeling right now and why I'm acting. And so, like, connecting emotions to things and realizing that, you know, all these other things, which therapy really helped. Like, therapy, 16 weeks in therapy really helped. And this is why, you know, I have this relationship with my mom. I'm not stupid. I'm not some numbskull fucking piece of shit person that has no idea of, like, anything. And, like, with my mom, it does not just go away with my mom. It just doesn't just go oblivious and just like, I'm just some fucking stupid fucking idiot kid that knows nothing with my mom. No, she's a human and she does shit, you know, and I am a human that does shit, and it's just different now. I've gone to therapy and I see it. I've talked about it with my therapist, and there's a lot of things, like relating. What was it? Relating something like something stupid, but basically what it was like fucking, one of the big things was like with my mom, for example. She's my mom. She's created me. She's provided for me, and all of these things. And like, I don't have to sit there and when I talk about something that she's did that's bugged me, I don't have to say, hey, yeah, this, and that. But I don't have to say, but she's done this, and that. That doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about? What I could say is, yeah, my mom did this, and that. And she also did this, and that. You know what I mean? And then you could say a but. You don't have to put your feelings on the back burner. You know what I mean? You don't have to say, yeah, I feel this way, but, she's a good person. Because if everybody was just a good person all the time, you would never have problems with anybody, right? So that's not how it works. Boundaries also, which I never knew about. Like, and I still, don't. But I think that I'm trying, if there's anybody to work with these things on that I've learned, it's my mom. We live together. It's my mom. And she just doesn't like to talk about it. Because as much as, I sit there and I have a good point, when I have a good point and people get triggered, this is what I like to think my mom likes to do, is she just shuts down. She doesn't want to talk about it anymore. Because she thinks it's going to lead into me yelling in an argument. But then she says she doesn't give me enough credit. Give me enough credit to understand that I'm not crazy. And if I'm talking to you like this and I'm telling you something that bugs me, you should respond as a human being and be like, am I making any sense? Because that's not what happens. She shuts the fuck down. She's like, I everything. I was like, yo, like, I'm not even like yelling now. And then what happened yesterday is that happened, her doing that shutting down bullshit, and it pissed me off, and it got me to where I was now yelling, and then now I'm wrong now. But before, like, I was okay, like, I was talking, but she has a way of doing this thing where she makes me feel completely invalid. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make any sense? Like, she literally just will, like, she's like a fucking super Karen, and she just fucking literally is just like, one day it'll be like, oh, I've seen all the progress that you've done, and then the next day is like, I can never talk to you ever, you always just have something, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, whoa, like, how you gonna flip-flop, dude? Because I thought that we were here making progress, and now everything that I fucking say to you is a problem, and you can never fucking, because I'm like, why can't you talk to me? And she's like, because I can never fucking talk to you. I'm just like, whoa, like, it's fucking crazy, dude. I feel like I'm crazy when that happens. And I tell myself, and I'm gonna continuously I know when I'm acting crazy. Because I feel weird. I'm like, why are you even still going on about it? You're wrong. But there's a lot of situations where I'm like, hello, like, I sat here. What you want me to do is communicate better, right? I sat here and talked just like this with you, and I said what bugged me. You want me to go into it? Because I remember. It wasn't something that I went, this is how I know I didn't go into a mania, because I remember what happened. And you guys can judge me if you want. And I'll be completely transparent with you. This is what happened. Like I said, we've been working so fucking hard, and like, I haven't had money like this before. And like, yesterday morning I woke up and I was just like, you know what, like, I can see it. I can see these things. Like, I can see, like, of course I haven't paid rent yet and all this shit, but like, I'm kind of basking in the feeling of having seeing the results of like having these fucking bags under my eyes and shit. And fucking like I was talking to her, and before that we were talking about Hocus Pocus, right, and having a good time. And then I told her, just like, cause like I'm talking to her, like I talked to you. I got off, or I was, whatever. And I was like, you know what, I feel really good. Like this is the first time that like I've had money, and it just feels good to have it, And she's like, oh great, like, give me some. And I was like, whoa. Like, I get it that it's the first of the month, but also realize that she's also going to sit there and say, after I paid on the first of the month, it's like, oh, we're doing good. We don't normally pay on the first of the month. Oh, great. So, like, can you at least use that and sit there and say, oh, yeah, great. I'm happy for you. Or something, like, acknowledging, like, my like thing that I even started to talk about of like how I felt good about it. And it was just like, oh yeah, you have money, give me some. And it was just like, I get it. I get that I'm gotta give you money, but like, no emotions, no nothing. And then I said simply, I was like, I'm not gonna give that to you right now. And that's just because that was the first emotion and thought. But where it came from was exactly what I fucking started with. It was like, I haven't had this. I'm going to pay you today. I get this. But like, which we haven't ever paid on the first anyway. So if I pay you on the fucking 5th, it doesn't fucking matter. Right? But it started from, I never had this. And then you just want to like, just end that. Like, there was no, like, oh, I'm proud of you. You've been working hard. I guess no validation of anything. Like, and then, yeah. And then I said, fucking, I'm not going to give that to you right now. And then something happened. And then I kind of just wanted, I didn't, like, I had the money, but I wanted her to know it was just like, you didn't even give a shit. It was immediately fuck my whole fucking feelings of happiness. And good feelings gone. Like, does that, okay, whatever. And then so like that happened, and I was trying to tell her, I was like, dude, this is what I said. I was like, do you think about the things that you say to me before you say it, or you just say them regardless? And I think that triggered her. And she was like, oh, well, like, I always have, blah, 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 blah. And it really could have been just very easygoing and just like, does it make you think about it? Like, because I have to think about things that I say all the fucking time before I say them. Do you just like say whatever the fuck you want and it doesn't matter like at this point? Because it literally doesn't, because if I try to sit there and tell you that, hey, I didn't fucking like the way that I felt or like that, how that situation happened, I'm crazy. And then it just all this blah, 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 blah. I literally, and this is how I remember it, because I didn't go into a mania. I got angry because it made me angry at the fact that it was just like, your feelings don't matter. I don't give a fuck about how you feel. Like, get over it. You're crazy. Like, what it was gaslighting. And then when I started yelling about it, it was, I'm crazy. You tried to put this thing on me when I was talking to you, simply like talking to you like this. And just simply, I just simply asked, do you think about the things that you say to me before you say them? And I'm sorry that I'm blunt, but so the fuck are you, apparently. And so I said that, and it turned into a problem. But I just wanted to get to the root of the situation, because I don't think that she does. And that's a problem. And that's what happened with my mom. And we got into this whole situation, and I was like, yo, like, I don't know if you want me to talk to you like this, or if you want me to fucking start screaming. And then, like, because even when I start screaming, then I'm crazy. So if I try to talk to you about it like this and try to tell you what upsets me, then I'm crazy. And if I scream, I'm crazy. So how do I talk to you? Because I want to have this communication with you to where we're not doing this, because when you die, it's over. It's over, dude. Like, it's done. And I know it's a stupid situation, but how many times have you gotten into a fucking dumb thing with your roommate? I know it's my mom, but at the end of the day, I live with her, right? So there should be some type of respect, you know? Like, she's told me she doesn't give me enough credit. I think she thinks I'm fucking stupid. That I'm just gonna, and you know what? Maybe as she should. She's seen so much shit. I used to not even think or have any critical thinking. I would just yell and punch the shit out of shit and break shit. And fucking, you know, try to play this fucking thing afterwards. Like, no, motherfucker. Like, you fucking figure out your shit. And now I don't do that. And I try to be, you know, and I'm still crazy. So I don't know how to win. I don't know how to make it work. I don't know how to talk to her. I don't know how to voice my feelings, you know. I'm 32 and she's 63. Or 63. But I don't think that our dynamic really applies to a lot of the shit that you're going to try to throw on me. You know, back in the day they used to say, hey, you shouldn't talk to your mom like that. What part of what I just explained to you as an adult was very bad? It was literally just asking a fucking question. Because I don't feel, and that was, it's simple. Like, I just don't feel like she cares about how she comes off to me or like anything like that. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to get down to the basic. How else could I have worded that? Do you think about it? Do you care about how I feel? Apparently not. My dad, bro. My dad was never around. He was never around. I had, like, dad figures. You know, I had this one guy who was a boyfriend of my mom's when they were tweaking. And then got sober and found Jesus and God. And, never really subjected me to that. I know what he was about. We went and saw Jesus Christ Superstar. Okay. And let me tell you, I don't know if you know what Jesus Christ Superstar is. Whole fucking thing surrounding it. But let me tell you who played Jesus, by the way. And this is so Chris. This is such a Chris thing to take me to this. Of course he would. And he also ended up playing in Jesus Christ Superstar, and wherever the fuck he lived at. He ended up being a part of it. But who was playing Jesus when I seen it for the first time ever was Sebastian Bach from Skid Row. And let me tell you, those notes he was hitting, incredible. Like, I can't even hit them, bro. Like, I used to be able to, but not now. Like, fuck. Well, not, I used to get high, but I can't get high now. But I couldn't hit those notes. Beautiful. And, like, we used to go hiking and, you know, listen to Cannibal Corpse in his big-ass truck and all this other fucking, like, metal, like, fucking loud as fuck. And then, like, you know, like, we used to do things and he would take me out of the whole situation that I was in with my mom and the drugs and the fucking people coming to my house all the fucking time, you know. And, yeah, so I had dad figures, but my real dad wasn't around, really, at all. But he's dead now, so I don't ever get a chance to do that anymore. Let's get high. So, I forgot what the MB stands for, but the R stands for runts. And he showed me something gelato, and then he showed me, because when I go to my guy, it's always pulling out multiple shit. It's not a dispensary. I call him, I meet up with him, and he gives me options, and I buy them. And I get 14 grams, regardless if it's 40, 50, 60, or 70. The last time that I purchased marijuana off of him, I bought 28 grams for $100. And that was September 10th. So that's how long. And I still have weed still. It probably would have lasted me if it wasn't a Sunday, if I wasn't streaming. I was thinking about streaming and how much I smoke. I was thinking that's not going to last another, if it was a Monday, if it was a Tuesday or Wednesday, probably, because I don't smoke that much when I work, because like I wake up and then I do my shit and then I smoke a bowl. Then I go to work and I don't smoke at all, whether it's 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. And then I come home and I smoke a bowl, and then I go to my second job. And I work a little bit, and then I might take a lunch break and smoke a bowl or two, you know, rarely 3, because it's just like whatever. Like, it's like, I'm tired. I don't really need to smoke weed, because I just get really fucking tired. I have to fucking stay up. I'm just tired. But I smoke a little bit. But I don't smoke heavily. When I smoke crazy is like streaming. Or like on my, not even on my day. Guys, if I wasn't doing a live show or streaming, I would just be sleeping. Literally at this point. Meth bag runs. Hell yeah. Meth bag runs. Let's go. How many of you guys have caught me in the chat and other people's fucking like shit? In other people's chat. How many of you guys have literally came to my channel because you see me just in other people's chat going off? You know, one of my favorite chats to just talk shit in? You know, Trisha is pretty funny. Trisha-licious. She's pretty entertaining. And I like to go off in her chat. And she has no idea what the fuck I'm saying. I'll be like, yes. What if squirrels found fish and then rode the rainbow into the black hole? Like shit like. Because I know she says she doesn't do drugs. Trish, just stop. It's okay. It's okay. We get it. You do coke or meth or something. You do something. Okay? Because you don't ever get as drunk as it. You don't drink like I drink. So there's no getting off of work. There's no like streaming late at night because you just want to get drunk and there's nothing to do. No, you're on drugs. And that's okay. Just be real about it. And you probably get more viewers. Toothless in the chat, by the way. Toothless is like sick. This is what I like. And this is why I can't put it past Captain, like you said, about saying that he's created his own community of people that just like to watch him play the guitar and shit like that. Because I've created a community of people that have seen me other places that just, you guys know, okay. Then don't ask me to be on the RV if I'm no content then. Don't ask me to go over here and over there and over here if I don't bring any content. You guys know, put me somewhere and you're going to get something. There's only a few other streamers that do that. And Goo is one of them. And this is why me and Goo streams are legendary. They're great. They're the best streams that I've ever... That bathroom stream and that motherfucking shit was one of the best streams I've ever done in my life. Super content. Dumb shit. I was just like... I was out and free. Do you know what feeling free? And it's not okay. You shouldn't do those things. But you know what it feels like just to do it? Just do it. That feeling that you get is fucking crazy. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I should be on Chicken's RV. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know where my life is going to go. I have kind of an idea and a sense that we've created something and that I want to feel like we're just fucking however many steps away from just fucking hitting on something, banking. The personality and the drive and the stuff that I have is just, it just probably hasn't worked before for lots of reasons. And I think that getting the tits chopped off and the liberating and then just being able to really just finally really fucking just like really own myself, just really feel it, is gonna change everything. And if it doesn't, it's changed my life, and I guarantee you I'm gonna be happy. But I do feel like I've taught myself within fucking, you guys haven't paid for shit. You know, what I would say is that it does feel nice, and I don't even know if I have donations on at this point. I probably don't. But it does feel nice when I'm just like, I go into my PayPal and I have 16 or 17 or $20 there that I didn't fucking really do shit for. That feels pretty fucking cool, dude. I ain't gonna lie about it. Like, that feels really cool. You know, there's been situations where I've had to cash out that PayPal. You know, I don't have to cash out the PayPal now. The PayPal can stay in the PayPal. You know, for surgery, like if I got like $100 donation, absolutely I'm cashing out. But your $5, $10, $16, $20, $40, these things can stay in that shit. And then when you know, back, you know, not even that long ago, when I'd have to sit there and like everything fucking mattered, I'd fucking cash that shit out and I'd be like, wow, I have fucking $40. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for gas. Or I was like, wow, like, you know, I do spend, when you think about what I spend, if you really want to get technical about what I spend on the booze or whatever to do it, like, still, I'm still getting that back. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? So I can drink for free then? Okay, cool. Because that's a W. In my book. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. Oh, you guys think I'm mentally ill. I like it. It's so good. Keep on going with it. Don't let it fucking... I like it. I don't want me to not have my tits change everything. We can go... We're going to own Titman. Do you understand that somebody invested their time to make a fucking logo for me? I mean, they made a sticker. But let's be real. They took the time out of their shit. And they sent the package to Captain Content, which I would say that's another thing that Captain Content did for me. He didn't have to give me the fucking sticker. He didn't even have to give me a place to stream. He could have been an asshole. Do I hate Captain Content? No. Do I think that there's some flaws with his shit? Absolutely. But is that going to keep me from hanging out with him? No. I love him. And I told him that I love him. Because I think that life is short. And if you don't tell people that you have experienced really good times with, that have shown you very good shit, if you don't tell them that you love them, you don't know. What if they fucking die tomorrow or they die? Yo, what are you going to say? To their fucking picture? Or their casket? Or their little fucking urn? What is it? No. Absolutely not. I used to punch holes in my wall for my ex-girlfriend. Yeah. That was the huge shit. It was huge. That was a big thing. And there was other things that happened, you know, without her there. But a huge thing changed with that fucking bitch, dude. And I caught my first case, you know, with that shit. And fucking, like, it has always been women. If you guys want to know where my cases have come from, it's always been women. Always. They always fuck me over. I'm being honest, dude. I wouldn't even have that shit, dude. Like, I put myself in... I've done some bad shit, like, with that. Like, should I be chasing that bitch down the street? Probably not. But when the cops came, who called cops? My mom. Imagine that. And then now I have this thing, right? And then when the cops came, she was walking back towards me and shit. And then what happened is they fucking grabbed me. And I was like this with two fucking big ass cops and shit. And like I kicked my feet like this. I was like, what the fuck is going on and shit? And they slammed me on the floor. Boom! And they had their fucking knee in my shit. And they're like, doo-doo-doo. And I was like, I'm not gonna fucking talk to you while your fucking knees in like fucking my shoulder blades and shit, dog. And they moved that shit. I remember saying that. And they moved that shit. And then at the end of the day, they were like, oh, you're going to jail for a battery on a police officer. I was like, what? Like, how did I? And they're like, oh, yeah, you kicked us. I was like, I kicked you? With my bare foot? By the way, I had no shoes on. They fucking assaulted me, dude. They slammed me on the floor. They caught me. I got copped. I literally got caught, dude. Oh, that was a horrible day. I'm getting like this weird feeling. Oh, I'm like going back to that day that when they told me that, and that sinking of my gut, and then getting put in the back of the cop car, and I couldn't do anything about it. It was the end. It was the end, dog. And then they got me and they put me there. And, you know, public defenders. I have no representation. And this is why I say that. This is why the cops do that. What kind of representation do I have? Imagine doing that to somebody that can fucking get a lawyer. You're fucked, dude. You're screwed. You know what I'm saying? You know? And then fucking, like, I couldn't talk to my mom. And they're like, they were, this guy, it was a guy. This time, it was that first guy, he was an asshole. He was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 you know. You might as well just plead no contest and this, and that. And so, you know, I fucking walked up there chained to like 4 or 5 different fucking chicks. Had to hear all their verdicts. And I pleaded no contest. And shit. And my mom told me, she's like, you shouldn't fucking, like, I wish you could have fucking talked to me, dude. Like, what are you talking about? Or was that no? No. Nope. Nope. I'm getting it confused. No, I don't think she gave a fuck that time. How did that play out? Because that was the second time where they got me on the fucking, tried to get me with the shit. And I spent 14 days in jail. Wow. Wait. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Doesn't fucking matter, dude. She called the cops. And I didn't even know how they got there for the longest time. And, like, she ended up telling me, she's like, yeah, I fucking called the cops, dude. Called the cops on you. I was like, you called the cops on me? Why would you do that? I'm not giving too much information out, but whatever. No, for Linwood. That was a separate situation. That was different. That was a different situation when I did the 14 days in jail. That was completely different. They did me dirty with the fucking 3 days. So, just to let you guys know, when I have always gotten fucked over and went to jail, it's always been like a Friday or a Saturday or something like that. And I have to wait till Monday for court. So it's always been substation stays for anything. There's never been like, it's always been a significant amount of time in a substation. And then court. Always. It's always been like a fucking Friday, I feel like. Dude, substations, fucking, at least in jail, like, you could take a fucking shower. I was taking a milk carton, washing that shit the fuck out, completely just like washing it out for like fucking 10 to 15 minutes, just washing out the milk carton. And then I would sit there and fucking I don't remember, did we have soap? I don't know. I felt like I was just taking water and just pouring it onto my vagina and trying just to wash myself, because the shower that they had looked like it didn't work. And then I found out that it worked, but the shower is right in front of the door that these men come in. And like, it's just like, it fucking was fucked up, dude. Like, it is not fun. And I don't give a fuck. 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, 8 hours, 24 hours. That shit makes you feel inhuman. Like, inhumane conditions. It makes you feel like an animal. You know? And it's not cool and it's scary. But like, honestly, I'm gonna give you the honest truth, because I did juvie too. But I'm going to give you, and even with that, I'm going to give you the honest truth of the 14 days. Yeah, it sucked. I spent about 3 days because a motherfucker wanted to say something with the medical. Don't ever, if you go to fucking jail and you get to the line where they say you have any medical problems, you say no. Unless you're schizophrenic and you have fucking literal, or you have medications you fucking need, you say no. And then you go right into general population. What happened to me is, I think I said I had like back problems or some dumb shit. Cause I don't even fucking remember, dude. Like, cause you know what I mean? Cause I fucking did whatever. And then like, they put me in medical fucking shit for 3 days by myself in a cell it was literally like fucking the hole. It was the hole. I was with nobody. I didn't get to leave. I didn't get to do anything. There was no going out for fucking like 3 to 4 days of that shit. It was like the whole, like nobody. And I was praying for them to give me somebody in this fucking cell with me. Because there's a bunk bed, right? Like, what the fuck? And then finally somebody came in and she had like a black eye. And we didn't even speak, not one fucking time. But I shit you not, did it not feel fucking good to have somebody in that motherfucker? Holy fuck. Literally was like 4 days of like just nothing. Of just like getting your food. And then that's it. Nobody. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No general. No 15 minutes. No shower. No fucking nothing. And then like I got in general population and fucking I'm attractive. I'm just gonna say I'm a little bit attractive. But I went in there back when I had hair. So I had like a fucking afro, right? My shit was all this, you know what I'm talking about? And fucking somebody like fucking, what happened is they let me stay out extra. It was literally just me and the person that was braiding my hair. The COs that were chicks, by the way, let me stay out there and get my hair braided. And I shit you not, when I walked back into that little fucking area, because you go out here for your little 15 minutes or whatever, and then you go back here where you have your fucking lunch, and there's like things around, and this thing here was COs, and then you go upstairs and it's all things, right? When I walked back into the shit, everybody was waiting, dude. They wanted to know what the fuck I look like, and I was styling, bro. Like, I was getting like, you know, like, whatever. But it still sucked. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And the fucking trustee that was like giving me like fucking shit, you know, was like the girlfriend of the niece of the chick in the cell that I was in. I was like, what is happening? Like, this is weird. Like, I'm gonna like have to get into a fight. Because like they like everybody fucking like, and I didn't have to get into a fight. You know, that never happened. And the first day that I got there, I seen fucking Shaka, like, I seen her off the streets, dude. Like, first fucking night, we have fucking, like, tamale fucking pie, dude, or enchiladas, or whatever the fuck it was, dude. And I was like, yo, and she gave me tapatio. Yo, shit was lit. And the food was not bad. The food, there was things that I did not like. And the food was not bad. And I remember eating the cabbage. And like, oh, you're going to eat the cabbage? And I was like, yeah, fucking vegetables, cabbage, hello. And they're like, oh, you're just going to, like, it makes you fart. And I was like, oh, you might be right. It's just like, fuck, dude. Like, what do we do? Because, like, the toilet is inside of the room with your person, right? So it's just like, whatever. And the 14 days was just 14 days. But like, I'm telling you, 3 to 4, well, like 5. I don't even remember how many days I was just by myself in a cell for no reason. And it sucked. So I can't even imagine like the whole... Fuck that, dude. That shit started making me feel like I just needed... I wasn't like going crazy like, ooh. I was just like, fuck, just give me just one fucking person in here. Just one. I just need somebody. This is fucking bullshit. Because I would go to sleep and I'd have dreams where I'm out and like doing things, and I'd wake up and it'd be fucking walls and nobody there. Nothing. And I literally went there for no fucking reason. Like, what happened? Like, I didn't even beat anybody up. At that point, I fucking felt like I should have fucking beat her ass. I should have fucking beat the shit out of her. I would have still been in the same situation. But I didn't do anything. But of course, because I beat the shit out of my walls instead of her. And then when they pulled up, I was all, my fucking fingers were bloody, and she called 911, and she was like just all fucking scared and all this fucking bullshit, and was literally talking all this fucking shit. I got fucking thrown in jail, dude. And then they tried to do vandalism on my own house. They tried to fucking give me vandalism on my own house. And then she tried to say that we were in a domestic relationship for years. And that fucking, and then she tried to do, what do they call that? A thing where I couldn't even come back to my house. What was it? Restraining order on my own address? You don't live. This bitch stayed in my house multiple days while I was in jail, and she was like not even that. She was like a fuck. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, she like fucking like fucked me over. And you know what was funny is I went out to this fucking I went out to this bar over here, right, in Bellflower, and it's a gay bar, right? And then I got stolen, right? I got stolen back. Like, I was just there, and I got drunk, and like we went back to this hotel room, and fucking, who's fucking there as I'm walking up as I'm trying to walk up the stairs? Guess who's fucking right there out of nowhere? This bitch. I was like, no fucking way, dude. And of course, me, I was like, I'm drunk. I'm like, you know what? I don't even care about it. I forgive you. And her, the look on her face when she seen me. This is way before transitioning, by the way. The look on her face when she seen my ass was like, because I literally could have moppy-wopped you right then and there. But I don't need to. You know what I'm talking about? But we have records. And I didn't do anything. Like, I literally have records for nothing. I put myself, being a drug addict, I put myself in situations and acted out. But I never beat the shit out of anybody. I never assaulted an officer. You know, whatever, dude. And that's my life, dude. Lots of years of doing meth and, like, you know, I don't think I've been in another significantly long relationship since then. I'm fucking damaged. The things that happened in that year were damaging to like the like trust and stuff. Fucking bullshit, dude. This bitch had her ex-girlfriend under dentist in her phone. This bitch would hide her phone under the pillow. She would take her phone into the bathroom. She did person about it. And I look at it, and like her fucking ex-girlfriend and her would like message themselves in a situation in a way that everything was together. There was no spaces. So like the text messages would be all together. It was just fucking stupid. Like, that whole thing was like unnecessary, and it really fucking fucked me up. And like, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that shit. Like, fuck that. And I tell myself, I'm not going to go through any of this shit. And then I went through this whole fucking other thing with this Canadian ass fucking bitch. Like, what the fuck? And I still talk to her. I don't know. I'm damaged. I'm a little damaged. But you know what? I don't take it where I am with this Canadian shit. Is this, I know what's happened. And she's like, why don't you talk to me? She's like, why don't you hit me up on a consistent basis? And I'm like, bitch, do you understand what you have done? Absolutely not. You deserve none of my energy. And then when I give it to you, it's literally like nothing of what you want it to be. We've spent a year of knowing each other. So, of course, when I have updates and things, I'm going to talk to you. But it's like, and this is the grown-up part of it. Like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. You know what I mean? Like, you played me already, and I shouldn't, I shouldn't fucking talk to you at all. You know? But I don't really have a lot of people. I don't. And so the people that I do, like, I keep them very distanced. You know, like that bitch, I keep her at a distance. You know what I mean? And I know what's going on, and you know what I mean? And it's very, and like, I keep that shit, like that chat, that fucking messenger, I keep that shit on like mute half the time. I'm not gonna lie about it. I keep it on mute. It's just like, why don't you talk to me? Why don't you? And all of it is like, she sends me like, you like TikToks or something. I don't fucking know. Life is fast as fuck. And you know what I will say? Is like me being who I am. Have I been out of the country? Yeah, guess what? Guess how I got out of the country? I got out of there on a cruise ship. I got out of there on a cruise ship, and not only did I get out of there on a cruise ship, I got off the cruise ship and went on an all-inclusive fucking thing in the Bahamas where I didn't have to pay for fucking shit. Was I sick? Like, I don't know what it was. Like, the whole time, like, in the fucking... It was crazy. It was like 3 days in Orlando, a fucking day on the cruise ship, wake up and get off the thing, 3 days in Bahamas, get on the cruise ship, fucking do the whole thing, fucking wake up again, 3 days and fucking, and like the whole time you gotta also, oh, maybe that's what it was, is like I wasn't smoking weed, and I fucking felt really sick, like, and I think I had never been on a plane before, and like that made me feel sick, and like I just made sure that I took Dramamine and shit, and like I think that's the key to my success if I ever decide to travel again, is just take it, and we don't know, we're just gonna take Dramamine. I don't know, and like we just felt sick, like, but we were partying it up. We were doing karaoke, and then rest in peace, Philip. It wasn't until Philip did karaoke with Red Hot Chili Peppers that I realized that it was like hardcore soft porn. Oh my god, such a good time. And you know, I've gone to like raves, I've gone to desert raves, I've been in the Salt Lake, I've seen fucking Arches National Park, I've seen the redwoods of Sequoia, I've seen the redwoods up north, I've been a trucker, I've been to fucking pretty much everywhere the fuck, you know, so, you know, we've been living our life. And nothing ever works out. Trucking didn't work out perfectly for me. But you know what did happen? Is we got to imagine living, and this is the craziest thing, because I don't know, something kind of like draws me back to it a little bit. It's just the anxiety that kills me with it, you know? You're driving a big ass truck, and like, if you miss an exit, like, you're fucked. Like, and there's been times, like, I missed an exit in Ohio, I think it was. I don't know, dude. We're somewhere, like, we passed Gary. I don't know. Indiana. We passed Gary and we were, or no. I don't know where the fuck we were, but I missed this gosh darn fucking, and it was just to go that way. And then the anxiety, and then literally it was not good. And we literally took a turn that I couldn't have taken it any wider. And this is where the thing was taking me, the GPS, the truck GPS at this point, because they say the truck GPS and then the GPS you buy, and then they want you to read atlases at this point and shit. And like, I took this fucking turn as wide as I fucking could, dude. As I remember, and my back tires took out, like, if someone was standing there on that fucking sidewalk, oh my God. And it's just bad. And then this other time, and I had a horrible trainer. I did. And it was his first time ever training in that situation. And you know what? I passed all of my tests the first day. I trifected and got a bonus for that, even with the shitty trainer. So if you think that I can go back and do that shit fucking full time, fucking with, and learn it again, absolutely I can. What are you talking about? I was great at it. I fucking learned it. I did all of my shit. You know, I was so fucking, you know what happened with that? Is I was like, you know what, we were doing this shit on the pad, right? We're like, okay, we're doing our backs with this semi. This isn't a car. This is a semi, by the way. We're doing our backs and shit. I was like, dude, I was better at parallel parking the semi than I was at doing a fucking alley dock. And I was like, I fucking hope they don't give me an alley dock, dude, because I'm fucking gonna fuck it up. We tried it over and over and over again, and I would just fuck it up. And that day came, and guess what they fucking gave me? And guess what they did to me? We did the fucking drive that we thought we would do, the little course, doing the semi through fucking Missouri, by the way, on the streets, doing like the thing. We did that too. And they gave me a completely different route and made me do some and I still passed. And they gave me the alley dock. And guess what happened with that? I probably didn't even need to get out one time to get out and look. I nailed that bitch the first time I tried. Right? Because it's not just getting it in there. It's backing up. It's backing up into this little section that's it's the dock, right? And you can't go past it. That little shit that you see on the trucks, that metal part that goes like this and then comes out, that cannot go past a certain line. And I had that bitch in. And bro, you try to back up a semi. Bro, bro. I'm just saying, dude. You guys think I'm stupid. Even at work the other day, I came out and I was going to just go do a walk around, and they're just, whoever, I'm not going to say any names anymore. And they're like, oh yeah, you know, who's that fucking painter that cut off their ear? And I was like, Van Gogh? And they're like, Van Gogh! And I was like, and they were all surprised that I had some type of culture or some shit. I was like, do I look stupid? Whatever. I'm not stupid. I've gone to college. Done the whole shit. I've done microplastics. Actually, the best score that instructor has ever given in human development for that whole thing that we had to do for our final was the highest score that she's ever given for our team. And I went in there, and this was the thing that we had to go in after we did the whole presentation, because it was a presentation. We had to stand up in front of everybody. But the cool thing that we did, what human development was, is we went to marshes, and we were like looking at butterflies and queen butterflies and the different butterflies, and we were doing all this fucking shit. I was like, human development is sick. And I didn't even literally appreciate it at that point. I would totally appreciate. Like, if I can retake the class, I'd probably get even a higher score. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, so the final came, and you had to kind of pick, like, what the fuck are you gonna do it on? Is it air pollution or water pollution? They kind of had, like, some things, and we, you were designated to a team, and we all just decided that we were gonna do water pollution, and not just water pollution, but, like, microplastics. And I'm going to tell you, I wasn't the best person on showing up. But I'm going to tell you probably what I provided with the minimal of what I did was probably the smoking gun of the presentation. Do you want to know what I did? On microplastics. And I didn't, I wasn't the best on showing up on all these gosh darn fucking meetups and all this fucking shit. Because at this time, I'm working a full-time job during the night, by the way, at fucking Carl's Jr. And then I'm going to school full-time. During the day. And then I would do, which started at 9. So I would work till, I don't even remember. You know what I'm talking about? I'll tell you, you want to know what I did? Do you want to know what I fucking did with it? Was the smoking gun when I presented it? And I don't know what made me, it was something that I watched that I knew it was the smoking gun. I knew it was. At the end of the day, I knew it was the smoking gun. It was the physical fact in front of your face that would make you think about it that really just blew up your whole shit, which is kind of who I am. I do have a lot of things, and I make really good points. Do you want to know what the fuck it is that I did that I think that just kind of pulled everything together? I'll tell you. Oh, it's light outside. It must be like 5 or 6. I brought a plastic bag, physically, to the class. This is college, by the way, because you guys think that I'm just some stupid fuck. I brought a plastic bag to my my final. And what I said is that physically in front of your face, as you can see this plastic bag, I said these plastic bags, they go into the ocean, right? And they become serial killers, right? And you have to think about it. Think about your Subway bag that you can't even really reuse. Your Subway sandwich bag. You can't reuse that. These bags go into the ocean, and what they do is they get swallowed by a marine animal, and because their bodies cannot digest it, what happens is they end up dying from all of this, and this bag gets re-released into the ocean to get swallowed up by another motherfucking animal. And this bag lasts 20 years. 20 years before this bag doesn't go away. It breaks down into microplastics. that you will eventually have on your dinner table. Because they said about all of the seagulls, these birds that like these seabirds, at the end of the day, around like 2040, all of these birds are going to be full of plastics in their stomach. We're changing. This is why when people like to talk about this damn bland plastic thing that we're supposed to be walking on in the middle of the ocean, no. It's way more scarier than that. It is deep down. You can't see it, but it's there. We all know it's there. This thing that is as big as Texas, you can't walk on it. And you can tell me all that you want to tell me about it, but you can't walk on this thing of plastic that we all know it's there. It's inside of the ocean, and it's these gyros and these things that circulate in these different places in the ocean and the gulfs and these harbors, and the gyros in these certain in that area create this thing where they have all this plastic and it's 1,000 to 1 life when you pull out of a jar. Out of that, as a marine biologist, and you go over there and you do tests, it's 1,000 to 1, 1,000 plastic to 1 life. We've totally fucking created a whole different, you know what I mean? Like, it is no longer like, you know what I'm saying? And so I did that. I brought a plastic bag physically for you to see. And we got the best grade that she's ever given. And that was the smoking gun. With everybody else that provided these informations about things from this guy from Poland, I think, if I can remember, that had a fucking cleaning the ocean. And then we went into, if you wanted to clean the ocean, you'd have to take a certain amount of tons for each man, children, and woman, or whatever the fuck you want to say. You know, back in the day before, you know, whatever. If every single person on this earth, you would have to take a certain amount of fucking tons out of the ocean for fucking it to, like, we killed it. All of that, the super volcano, which I think a lot of people think it's a conspiracy. It's not. Yellowstone is a massive super volcano. It holds a massive super volcano, and what they have done to prove that it is, which you already have massive geysers there, right, that are shooting out. By the way, so it's not stupid. What they have done is they have taken these lakes, right? And they have measured, while you're measuring, just obviously, while we use water and all of this shit, we're measuring like the amounts of the lakes and all this shit. What they've seen is that it has like risen and dropped dramatically. And they have only concluded that to be that is an underwater volcano that is there, and that if it explodes, it is a worldwide catastrophe. There's things that are going to get hit and things that it's going to change. That it's huge. It's a super volcano, right? And then people don't like to think about volcanoes. People don't like to think about hurricanes. People don't like to think about tornadoes. These are all things that you do not survive on the planet. You are on this planet that you just don't survive things. Think about your heart. And this is something that I've been thinking about a lot recently. Think about your heart, because that's everything, right? Is it not? Think about if it just decides to stop. There's people that have died of heart attacks, and I can't even think of the terminology for it right now. At like in their 30s, in their 20s. Think about what that happens, because it's not quick. When your heart stops, it's not like you die quick. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. That is not a fun thing for me to think about. And then imagine death, because I don't think a lot of people, maybe for me, I feel like, I drive my car real fast. Imagine if somebody, because I'm a pretty good driver, but imagine if somebody just, if that one slight thing that I can't catch, it's over. There's no more streaming. It's very that simple. It's done. So why not live your life? Why not try to be the best version of yourself? Whatever that takes. And I try to do that. I try to help people out. I try to do what I can. You know what I'm saying? And then it's over. At this point, yes, I believe in Jesus Christ and God. And I care about it, but I care about what I do right now. Right now. Right now is what matters. Right? And I don't need to get all gospel-y with it. It's very simple. Right? It's very simple. It's very, very, very simple. I just want to be good. And I don't ever really need to bring it up. Because I know what I believe in. But I know, like, good is good. And good people are good people. And it's not inclusive to one simple thing. Whatever. You gotta treat people. How can you know about somebody if you put them into a box? You don't even get to know who they are. You don't even get to know if you can relate to anything. You can't even say, you don't even know. It can come down to like, fucking just anything stupid, really. Is it the football team? Is it how you smoke your barbecue, your meat, like raise your children? Whatever, you know what I mean? However you want to, you don't know, you can't just assume anything. What the fuck? And then so you're just not going to be cool with anybody that's just like, oh yeah, you do. What? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not a bad person. And if any of you, and it would probably be the death of me. But if any of you needed anything, and I have given money to some fucking random person that's never even paid me back, that has came from the streaming shit. But, he said he needed something, and I fucking gave it, it was like $30. But at that point, it was kind of like almost the last that I had in my account. you know, and he's never paid me back in interest. But if and this is why, like, fuck, Steve will do it. This is what we're doing. Well, okay, cool. I love it. I think some of those things are the best things to watch, and he does it right in my community over here at the $1 Billion Burger Boys. That's like I pass by that shit multiple times a month. You give, like, I don't care if I even still live. Yes, I do. Okay, so I care if I still live here. But, like, I just need the basics of shit. Like, I don't need to go out and ball out. Like, I'd like to do it for a little bit, and then maybe we might get addicted. I think that's what happens. But, like, I'd still want to, like, give back. I think the best things that would give me the best joy, you know what would give me the best joy? If I had so much money, they're going to be like, I'm just going to shut down this street and that street, and we're going to play music, and we're going to hand out shit, and we're just for free, and fucking, like, we can just, like, fucking, like, control shit. Like, you just fucking, like, what are you talking about? I got, like, 50, I got, like, what is it? Well, how much is this guy got? Like, 50, like, 500,000? Bro, and then shut down the streets, and, like, or then you, like, give out, like, turkeys at fucking Thanksgiving or whatever. I don't know. People don't like Thanksgiving anymore. But, like, whoever fucking does, you know, you give out the fucking turkeys and fucking, like, bro, and then fucking, like, go to all these different places and just fucking, being rich doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be a very, very rewarding and winning thing for everybody that's around you and everybody that you come in contact with. I can go broke with giving my money away. That's probably what I go broke with giving my money away. Do you guys see it? I know it. You guys don't have to tell me it, because I know it and I believe it.
To get our business up and running,
and I believe in things. And waving has changed everything. Taking psychedelics and mushrooms and understanding and going through ego deaths and beating that. We should probably go to bed. I don't know what time it is. We gotta go do Kermit and Friends. No. I paid $600 and then I had 5 and then 8 and then I paid 6. I don't know. Is that what I had? I don't remember. $500. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Imagine there's no heaven. See if you try. No hell below us. Oh, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country.
This is not my song, bro. I think it kind of is my song.
Nothing to care
But I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. And there'll be
Imagine no possession. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger.
yeah.
Or brotherhood or man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer.
But I'm not the only one.
I hope someday you join us, and the world will live on.
Very simple. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. Very nice and beautiful. Yeah. You guys. Yeah. Sunsets and all that bullshit.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Ooh, she does. Yes, she does. And if somebody loved me like she does, ooh, she does. Yes, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever.
How many shows do we have to be on? Can I say something?
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And from the first time that you really done me, ooh, she done me. She done me good.
Yeah. Can I say one thing?
Guess nobody ever really done me. Ooh, she done me. She done
Ew.
me good.
Can I say one thing right now?
Don't let me down.
I miss Gucci's. I have every single thing. I might have just like, you want to call it sniping? I might have just sniped every single time to just like, dude, Gucci's is polarizing. And I'll fucking steal her for just myself. Like, literally, we can have our own shit, dude, and just provide all the content. We wouldn't even, at that point, like, we could fucking learn. You think Attila and Jewel are content in their apartment? Bro. Sorry. Gracias. Adios. And yes, I love Gucci's. I don't give a fuck. You guys are all fucking like bullshit ass fake fucking like what? Oh, right? What are you talking about? I'll play our fucking I have like we have multiple songs, but I'll play our friendship song and I love it, dude. I love it. I love it. Like, honestly, if I were to pick anybody, like Desert Rose is expensive, right, for EDC, right? And it's like a 2-person thing. It's like a 2-person thing, right? And you get like the wristband for just you and one other person. But in that tent, what you get is a bed and linens and AC like everybody else. But imagine that. Imagine going to EDC with fucking Gucci's off cam. No cam. We don't need. This is a moment that we can just for her, if this is what she wanted to do, I would fucking leave. I would leave. She could, I would say, fuck on the fucking floor, just do that. But, like, if this isn't something that she wanted to do, but I think that this is a magical thing for our friendship to happen. Like, I would love for Gucci's to be there. Just, we could be on mushrooms and we could be together because that is the perfect. Can I say that I don't have somebody that's like it's like a Gucci's. Like, off camera, you guys see the fucking whatever, but like spending that much money and all of this shit off camera, what I don't have, and I guess maybe, Gucci's would be the perfect person. That perfect person that, if it's not Gucci's, would be getting fucking loaded, fucking just like going out and just doing our shit. Because at the end of the day, when we come back to our fucking Desert Rose, it's just us. So it's just like we're just going out and we're doing our fucking shit. And what I've realized in my brain is like mushrooms, we have to move. Taking mushrooms at the same time is very important for me and somebody else that's going to sit there and go and fucking experience it. Because we got to sit there, we got to eat, same time, take mushrooms, same time, do everything. We're literally going to just be like a fucking, I can't even think of the word, but like an extension of the other person. Literally. Can you imagine that? Or just like eating the same thing, doing all that, and then taking mushrooms at the same time, and then fucking literally just fucking going. And if we gotta move, so for me, I have to move. Everything looks great here, but when I'm in my peak, I can't, for me, so far, maybe with somebody where I can, like embrace and, like, something like that, or, like, a friendship where it's, like, different like that, or, like, a relationship or something, maybe different like that. I don't have a rave family. I go without a rave family, by the way. There's no hugging anybody. There's no, like, even without sex, we don't have to fucking ravers, like, we just need, like, okay, like, I just need to hug somebody, and it's cool. Like, there's no sex after that. It's just, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? And, like, I didn't have any of that, and I just had to go through a lot of shit and like taking a lot of mushrooms by myself, and like it was it was cool, it was great. I'm like not having to worry about anybody else's trip, but at the same time, how great would it be to be that group of people that are holding on to each other and just like like fucking like arm to arm, like. I'm missing a fucking huge part of EDC, and it's everything that I preach about. And it's inclusive, and it's just like, where are my people? How can I be the fuckers that are how can I be the fuckers that are out there in the fucking middle of the crowd that are just like fucking with their friends, their whole group, that are just having fun? How can I do that? And I got separated. I did that. I did do that because they told us to. Like, Monster Massive 2019 was not Monster Massive. What? EDC 2019 was very good. Monster Massive, that's why I went back. Because, like, being, like, inclusive and, like, back in the day, like where you had your raver family, like Jess and like Cody and everybody else. My people. Like your tribe. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's how you have to tackle it. You know? Going into the EDC, you have to tackle it like that. What time is it? Because I really do have to make an appearance on this gosh darn Kermit and Friends. Where is Elisa at? I miss Gucci's very much. Yeah, I love her. I do. I've done everything but meth and fentanyl. Okay, cool. DMT is fucking phenomenal. I took it out of a fucking cartridge pen type thing, but those visuals off of that and the calmness that I kind of had with it was just... The visuals that I had with the calmness was like phenomenal. A lot of people like to think that Gucci's is ugly. She's not ugly. She's actually very pretty. You guys are all just fucking haters. She doesn't have to look 18 or whatever the fuck she says. She's very pretty. Like, her body, like... Imagine her actually eating in a household where she eats food and is on a regimen of like a normal... She ain't gonna be Nanobot. And Nanobot isn't ugly either. You know? Who's ugly? Tone is not attractive to me. Tone is not attractive to me. Attila's attractive. Jewel's attractive. Dope District is attractive. Aldi's attractive. Gucci's fucking attractive. Fucking Chicken's fucking attractive. Captain Content has his days. He's been looking demonic recently, like weird. I don't know. Who's the hottest guy for me on IP2? I would have to say Aldi is pretty attractive. I think that Aldi's probably like beating everybody. And I think it's probably personality. He's got like a fucking chill personality. As far as just like being like the bros, like if we're gonna fucking go out, like imagine Aldi off stream at EDC. Oh my god. We can unlock that. And you guys don't get to see it, but I'd like to unlock that for myself. I like to... What you talking about? I like to unlock that shit. So you guys got to see Captain Content at a fucking little day party. That shit, that fucking video of mine's got like 1.2 whatever fucking thousand views. This fucking shit... This guy's fucking came out and fucking was dancing and having a good time. You know what I'm talking about? Like... Captain Content can do that. This music is a soul reacher. I can just imagine having Aldi and like having them there at the base pod and like being there and then watching him go into the mosh pits. And then I would be there. I wouldn't go into the mosh pits. I would still do my drugs. But I'd be there and like making sure that he's okay. And letting him do his shit in the mosh pits. And letting him have fun. And fucking drinking on the RVs. Or at like the fucking tents that we're going to do next year. I'm going to be titless. Aldi, if you're listening, dude, please, like, we should probably do, like, some fucking, like, some shit, like, even if it's, like, some backyard wrestling shit. You know what I thought about the other day? If I was like, oh, like, I'll take it to the backyard wrestling thing, it's probably gonna get up on the fucking shit, dude. Ew. I'm talking about like attractiveness of like who's attractive. Not like who like I want to fuck, dude. That's out. Absolutely not. The Cowboys play the Washington Commanders. Fuck. So I guess we're gonna do like our fantasy. We're gonna do like maybe a second. We'll do like fuck. We should be making our lineup right now. I've been able to make enough money to where I can play over and over again. I've put more money in to get into a lineup, into a league that is like a game that is like it's more expensive to see if I can like hit with my things that I hit normally winning and like a thing. Yeah, it doesn't work. But like I've been able to like keep on playing and shit with the money that I put in. Like I still win. At one point we were gonna win like $300. And then like Keenan Allen got injured. It's fucked up. So, do I think that we're gonna beat the Washington Commanders? This is what I think about these division games. Is I think division games are played way harder. This is the thing with the Cowboys. We've always got like division games back to back. And this is how you get injured, right? Man, like fucking, they're gonna play so fucking hard today. It's gonna be, they're already there. They're already practicing. Imagine that. Imagine being like a football. You're already there. What time is it? Like, what are you talking about? Like, they're already there. We're already, like, I got my shit, dude. Like, literally, like, what are we fucking talking about? Like, I got Witten over there. What are we talking about, dude? We're literally gonna sit there and play the Washington Commanders. So, what is the quarterback again? What are they? Because I can't remember. But, like, they do have, what is it, Antonio Gibson? They do have, yeah, they're gonna get fucked over, honestly. You're not running on us, bro. What are you gonna do, run on us? Your quarterback's gonna be scrambling in the backfield while Micah Parsons is gonna be, like, what is it? Like, what are you talking about? How many different people, by the way, have gotten sacks in the last 2 games? Because it's been about 12 or 13 sacks in the last 2 games. How many people have gotten sacks? Donovan Wilson being 2, I think, in the last game. We're gonna fuck you up. That is the defense that we have right now. Is like, we're gonna play in the line, but we're gonna fuck you up. We're going for the quarterback, and we're also going to fuck you up. Whatever is happening, we're going for that hit. We're going for that. What's going to end up being the downfall of us is that Trayvon Diggs is going to be trying to intercept these passes, and it's going to be just big play after big play after big play. But if you want to if you want to talk about it, how many different Jamar Chase did he get? It hasn't been good, but also T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon. Where were they at? They all hit numbers. Do they not? Where were they at, dude? They weren't there. They weren't playing the game, I guess, supposedly that day. Saquon Barkley is a beast. He was fighting for yardage. Daniel Jones was fighting for his life. And did we not see that? Did we not see that coming, though? With the defense from last year and the year before that? I think that we've been, what did they say? 70% of the players on this gosh darn shit is what we drafted. Like, literally, we are draft experts, the Cowboys. And it's only a matter of time before we put that shit together to where it works. And it's just not... And the other thing that I've also came to realize is that this is sports entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have your shit that makes money. Look at this gosh darn last Super Bowl. Where was it played? At this fucking place that lost all the money in the world with fucking COVID, that they opened this $5 billion fucking or whatever the fuck stadium. And they fucking literally sat there and flopped because of coronavirus. And not only did they have the Super Bowl there, but they had the fucking team sit there and fucking play in the home and they won. Oh, way to make all your money back. Please. I get it. But I still watch it because you can be really good. There's nothing that you can really do. At the end of the day, if you're really good, making you only have to put yourself in that position. If you're really good, you don't have to worry about it. And in my opinion, they're gonna throw flags. Look at that. They throw flags all the time when we have, you can throw, is holding not a thing that happens every single fucking play? Let's come on. Do you know what I'm saying? We're playing against the refs. every single game we're playing against the refs, and we've got to hit all of those marks cleanly. Clean games. And you get these weird things, of course, with every team. You get weird calls. But for the most part, we're getting every single fucking thing that we fucking literally... And there's been games where every single good run that we make, it's always a holding call. Over and over and over again. What is happening? Last day of EDC, the last EDC I was at, whoever was DJing played this fucking remix of this song, and I was on a blow-up couch that was not of anybody that I knew. And this was like fucking like anytime this Rufus the Soul was the best show that I've ever been to in my life. Hands down. Raves included. Hands down. Hands down, best shit. Raves included. We're getting touchy when we talk about 2009, but I think Rufus the Soul was the best fucking concert that I could have ever attended at the Bank of California Stadium.
Members get holiday deals before anyone
On mushrooms, by the way.
You're kind of a big deal.
Best concert. Wow, let's keep on playing Rufus, dude. Best concert. If you have a chance to see him in your city, you should, dude. And like get there early. Roam around and like do your little thing and like have a little fun with it. Don't be scared. Hide your weed and shit. And like, you know, at Bank California Stadium here in California, like, you know what it is? Get your fucking little stizzies and shit. And then take your mushrooms. Fire, dude. Best concert in the world, dude. Even with Parliament, dude. Best concert, Rufus. Coming back again. I wanna make it right. Oh, I wanna live tonight, sorry. Ooh, my chest that I can't describe. I close my eyes and things to see. There's a dawn in my sound and I hear my name. The makes me high. I feel the shame. At least I'm alive. At least I'm alive. Believe me, believe me. Believe me, believe me. Oh, coming back again. I'm coming back again. I wanna make it right. Best, yeah, absolutely. I will stand by that. And I've been to a lot of raves, and we're really challenging. It's like borderline with like EDC 2009 and a lot of things that are going on. But like, you see these guys live on mushrooms? Oh my god. They're a regenerating band. What they do is they regenerate your soul, and they just get you in that thing and they regenerate it. Does that make sense to you guys any at all? I will play a Christian song that I really do love. Because it's vibrations, right? To me, it's vibrations. When I have always went to church, the music has always been the highlight of it. Because it gets you there. It gets you there. Music is universal, and it hits in every different note that you want it to. What are you looking for? Got it. I wanna make it right. Ooh. What would I say to my grandma? Because, yeah, I never got a chance to say at her fucking funeral. I never got a chance to speak to her. Dude, I did not want to speak. What would I say? I would say that, like, she's like a fucking... I've been wanting to do this for a while, so just let me do it. I said it's just like fucking like monumental. She played like a huge part in just being like knowledgeable and outwardly, for me to be outwardly expressive, I have to be fucking knowledgeable and like fucking well versed. And the way that happened is my grandma always read to me before bed. She did do that, and we read a lot of books together, and we had a lot of Goosebumps books, and we had a lot of other things that were happening, and fucking
Awesome.
you know, she never put me as the back burner. My mom, my grandma, what she said was that, my grandma, just couldn't find her connect for heroin anymore. And, that's why she didn't do heroin anymore, dude. And what I found out was that she just fucking loved me a lot, dude. And I do remember a lot of the times, dude, you know, in the bathroom and that. But like leading up to it, it was like in my later years with her, it was like a lot of there was no heroin. There was no even like, to what I can remember, there was no methadone. And there was a lot of methadone going back into my later years. You know, I remember going there with her and picking up the methadone and all this shit. And, you know, when I was a kid and, you know, remembering her in my last years, she was just a stoner. She had diabetes, and she did her little workouts in her room, and she was a provider, absolutely. You know, she got really bitter in her last years. You know, she didn't really like, you know, but we were all assholes, you know, and I remember her not knowing where she was at for Christmas. You know, she lost where her car was at. You know, she was the first person to buy a car, by the way. She had a Honda, and it was new. And I remember her telling me when she had the Mercedes that I eventually ended up driving. She told me she wanted Janis Joplin. She wanted Janis Joplin with the Mercedes. Can never remember the song, but she wanted the Mercedes song because, like, she had a Mercedes and shit. And I ended up driving that fucking car for like a lot of fucking years. And it was proved to be very, very hefty. Those fucking speakers were blown out. They were blown out, dude. And I remember her pulling me around in my little, what was those red wagon things that were fucking name brand? We'd go to that, and then we'd go to Pollywog Park, back when they had the ship and shit. And it was all beautiful, you know. She was always there for me. And we would take gravity tokes in the sink in the kitchen. And she would come up and be like, "Where's mine?" Like, she was just a fucking solid lady, you know. And if she could see me now, I think that she would be very fucking proud, because she worked very fucking hard for, like, you know, like, she did a lot of different things, just like me. She worked in the army, and all this other shit. You know what I'm talking about. And, I remember getting a Mercedes. She just wanted this on like a... That shit did not play CDs.
Like to do a song of great social
I think it was the Honda that she wanted it.
It goes like this.
I don't remember.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime, no help from my friends. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV?
Oh.
Dialing $4 is trying to find me. I wait for delivery each day until 3. So, oh Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a night on the town? I'm counting on you, Lord.
But I'll play a
Please
song.
don't
You want me
let
to play
me
the
down.
actual song that when I
You
hear it,
love
it's
me
her?
and buy the
I'll play it.
next
You
round.
want to hear it? It's literally the song, and it makes me cry. And she explained it to me, and I'll play it for you. Because I have these things, which are great, right? Because I have them. Oh fuck. The Eagles. Fuck. Doesn't want me to go there. I get it. But it's okay. We can listen to it. We can listen to it. We don't have to push it out, dude. Is all man. Listen to it. My brain. It left real quick. It's right there at the tip of my tongue, but I can't get it. Hold on. You can't, with blinded eyes, you can't hide your lion eyes. You can't hide your lion eyes. You can't hide your lion eyes. Something, what is it? You can't hide your lion eyes by fucking, the Eagles. You can't hide your lion eyes. Can't hide your lion eyes. Yeah, thank you.
Hydrated self-care with
Her song that plays. That is the one. I pushed it out, dude, because I don't like it. Like, it's like bad. But like, this is her song, you know. She explained it to me. So,
City girls just seem to find out early how to open doors with just a smile. A rich old man, and she won't have to worry. She'll dress up on lace and go in style. Late at night, a big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price. And it breaks her heart to think her love is only
right, because like, that's my grandma.
as cold as
And she died. Like, she was there, dude.
So she tells him she must go out for the evening.
She like hit like gravity bomb toads and shit. But like, this is a song.
But he knows where she's going and she's leaving. She is headed for the June side of town. You can't hide
Your light eyes and your smile is a fake disguise. Now by now you realize ain't no way to hide those lion eyes. She said it reminded her of John. Her husband, and she loved him. I know she loved him.
She gets up and pours herself a strong one and stares at the stars up in the sky.
They were abalone fisher peoples.
Another night, it's gonna be a long one. She draws a
You know what I've been thinking? Is this bitch done moved out of this room and she went through the whole fucking garage? I have fucking Disney movies there that are fucking worth fucking so much money, and she probably stole them from me. This is my childhood, dude. At the end of the day, like, I had all of it. I had the white case movies. This bitch, my grandma was like, we moved here. This is what are you talking about? And we moved to, there's a bunch of other country songs too. What's that one there? She's like, she told me one time, she's all like, there's this damn country song I listen to, and they start rapping in it. With Red Solo Cup is her song though. She like Red Solo Cup a lot. She listened to country. That was her big thing, is what she listened to. But at the end of the day, what she was is a fucking giant stuff. She was an acid taking motherfucker, is what she was. So all that other fucking shit. Oh yeah, I'm a country listener. No, bitch. What you? You know all of that. She did, and that's fine. Like, but she listened to a lot of country.
Yeah, I'm gonna change.
And her older years.
Now, Red Solo Cup is the best receptacle for barbecues, tailgates, fairs, and festivals. And you, sir, do not have a pair of testicles if you prefer drinking from glass. Hey, Red Solo Cup is cheap and disposable. In 14 years,
And also, Gretchen Wilson.
they are not proposable. Freddie Mac kissed my
Redneck.
Red Solo
Cup. I fill you up.
Let's have a party. Let's have a party. I love you, Red Solo Cup. I lift you up. Proceed to party. Proceed to party. Now I really love how you're easy to stack, but I really hate how you're easy to crack. 'Cause when beer runs down in front of my back, well that, my friends, is quite yucky. But I have to admit that the ladies get smitten, admiring how sharply my first name is written on you with a Sharpie when I get to hitting on them to help me get lucky. Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. I love you, Red Solo Cup. I lift you up. Proceed to party. Proceed to party. Now I've seen you in blue and I've seen you in yellow, but only you, Red, will do for this fella. 'Cause you are the Abbott to my Costello, and you are the fruit to my loom. Red Solo Cup, you're more than just plastic. You're more than amazing. You're more than fantastic. And believe me that I'm not the least bit sarcastic when I look at you and say,
I love you.
Red Solo Cup,
I love you.
you're not just a cup.
I love you.
You're my friend. Yeah.
Do we feel really skinny right now? Did we eat food? Oh, we did. We ate food, dude. We're good, dude.
Let's have a party. Let's have a party. I love you. Let's solo cup.
Like 1,400 calories, dude. Like, we need to eat food.
Red solo cup. Red solo. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. Red solo cup. Red solo cup. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Proceed to party.
Yeah. Where's my shit, dude? I gotta go on this fucking show, dude. And you... Why doesn't it work? Yeah, you fucking fighting your bitch, dude. I can never undo you. I will always say it so. I will always speak the truth. And all my eyes exposed, I can never undo you. I will always speak the truth. I will always say, I will never undo you. I want to bear. I want to bear. I want to bear. To bear. Hey, yeah, let's go. This man told me. Yeah, this man told me. Yeah, this man told me. Yes, this woman who been on sworn so straight, and the air's filled with electricity. And the sky is deeper than the dream. And the sky is deeper than... People. Oh, this is also a really good show. The Distillers. If we're going with like punk, this was a good show too. And oh yeah, no, that we. Oh, you want to see good show? You want to get into the shit? Because the Distillers is the whole thing. Oh, we want to cancel it out? Where's the shit? I can tell you where it is. Drain the blood, no. Drain the blood, Gypsy Rose, down the road. Sing, magnet, they're gonna get it. Oh, girl, nope. So, you can't get to it. You don't remember any of the specifics.
Hey, Mom. Ready?
New all-free clear mega packs. Bigger packs with 2 times the same lifting power to conquer any load. So you can get back to doing what you love. New all-free clear mega packs. It's one and all done.
Alright, dude. Baby, you make my heart beat faster, baby. You make my heart beat faster. I know. Yeah, you're making me. Sick of it all. That's the one. I remembered it because I knew what I was in. You want to hear some fucking shit? And they played it. They did. Sick of it all, dude. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Pit was gnarly. I think I got beat up twice. And that bitch that Sonic had is not Brody, dude. You guys are fucking confused. You died? Where did they go? Oh, they went. why should you guys donate? Because like I have a lot of shit. We don't care. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking out of it, dude.
Emma is a light. She lights up any room that she goes into because of St. Jude and the doctors and the nurses and all the people there. She is.
You know what I have to think about, you guys? You wanna know it? Majority rules. all of a sudden. Ah! The idiots have taken over. The idiots have taken over. The idiots have taken over. They're taking over. You guys are fucking bullshit. Fuck. Fuck. You don't have shit, then you guys are all fucking little bitch ass niggas. Like, what are you talking about? Ooh, bro, let's go do something like fucking, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't even know how to rap, dude. What are you doing, dude? There's a man, beast, door. What is that? The first one, let's go. What's that? Right, yeah. Hey, yeah, on. Yeah, savage with the shit. Cause we're fucking yo bitch. About to punch you in your lip, let's go. Motherfucking act with it, pull up with it. Got to figure out, fuck around and find out. Let's go. Hey, I ain't pulling no hoes, but I know how to vibe with it real quick. And we got a motherfucking slide with it. And we ain't gotta suck no dick, but we get it in the club. The first person that we in that shit, and we're sliding in the thing, and we don't gotta buy drinks for no hoes. It's fun. Let's get it with it. And we're riding with the shit, and we're hitting it. And we're hiding from the police, and we're doing a little bit of things that we shouldn't do. Hey, about to pull up with the RV crew. Gonna fuck with the shit, ruin everything, break things in it. I don't give a, I don't know, I don't even rap. But I got a cute cat, and I got everything, and I make lots of money. I work hard for it, and I don't really have to worry about honey and my ICE. Yeah, I don't eat, gotta get it. Yeah, and then we find that it's singing and do and fucking thing, and then you have it and you eat it, and then it's good, and you eat it, and it's really fucking good, and you eat it, and it's really fucking good with the bananas and the strawberries and the blueberries and the peanut butter and all that fucking shit, and I like to fucking eat it, and it's the best fucking thing in the fucking world, and I want to eat it with the acai and the chia pudding, and I want all my motherfucking shit right in the shit where it doesn't overflow. Can I get a bigger bowl? I don't fucking know. I just want to eat everything in the world. And I'm gonna fuck a girl. It's not gonna be a big deal, cause I'm a big deal. And I know the how I'm gonna getting in it, burning, sending, heading, hollering, bending.
There's this.
Mexicans. Yeah, Mexicans. The Mexicans picking your gosh darn strawberries. Mexicans picking your gosh darn strawberries. You better fucking respect the gosh darn strawberries. The Mexicans picking your gosh darn strawberries. Your acai bowls don't work without them. What you gonna do? You fucking racist. I'm gonna fucking punch you in your face. I'm gonna drop kick you off the shit. JJ, what you gonna do, nigga? Hey, bitches on the beach. Bitches on the beach. I'm gonna find inside with motherfucking chocolate pie. Gonna hit it in my pot pie. Gonna get it with a soft eye. Gonna punch him in the opt eye. Gonna get him with the opsy eye. Gonna get him with the opsy eye. Gonna fucking hit it. Gonna get it. Gonna call him a little nigger with it. Gonna punch him in his little shit with it. Piss in the motherfucking toilet bowl. Gonna piss in the toilet bowl. Gonna piss in the toilet bowl. Gonna piss in the toilet bowl. I don't need running water, nigga. I'm gonna get it all. Hey, fuck you, bitch. Fuck her in the swing. And I gotta hit it with it one time. Yeah. All your dumb shit. Police. Street takeover. I'm not gonna be able to breathe with all your toxic ass tire shit. I'm gonna catch motherfucking cancer. Hey, I'm not gonna be able to be a tiny dancer. Hey, motherfucking, what the fucking gay ass shit, bitch? I'ma fucking push you. Yeah, we're gonna punch you. We're gonna punch you in your lip, bitch. Yeah, don't even think about sucking dick. We're gonna put you on Figueroa where you're taking anal every fucking day, yo. Yeah. Fuck it, bitch. Get on it. Yeah. 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 Fuck it. You got it, man. Hit it one time. Gotta get it. Gonna get it. Gonna be cool. Fuck shit in our pants, we with it. We gotta die that shit in our pants. We shit in our pants. We shit in our pants. Let me change them.
Taco Bell's breakfast quesadilla might make you reconsider.
Yeah, that's how you shit your pants.
With fluffy eggs.
Yeah. Your fucking eggs make you shit your pants. Your eggs are bullshit. They're made of fucking plastic. Your fucking bullshit is the bullshit. And I'm gonna fucking punch you in your lip.
Folded into a warm tortilla. Wake up to the breakfast quesadilla. Only at Taco Bell.
Breakfast quesadilla. At where? I wanna eat that. I'm hungry. Can I get some fried chicken? My fuck with your bitch. Hey, she making eggs in the kitchen. Not the best IRL streamer, but we fucking getting lit. We fucking smoking. Weed. And we drinking that. We drinking vodka right at the fucking bottle. Hey, I ain't out on the drifters cause I ain't even pushing throttles on the shit, bitch. Motherfuckers getting moppy wopped in the fucking crowd getting hit with the whole ass fucking car. They rolling out with the fucking bumper on the boulevard. Yeah. You're a toxic son of a gun. Fuck with me, I might pull a gun. Think about it, I already won. All of these fucking assholes are fucking pieces of shit. Bitch. About to slap you. Gonna give fucking you a tattoo on your fucking face of my hand. Now, we're about to build a fucking castle in the sand. I like it. Yeah. Woo! Smoke weed and we bite it. You're a woman's ass every single time she comes up me. And the and I ain't got it and a bullshit. Take a full hit. DMT, lose your mind in the fucking shit. Yeah. You ain't taking solid, yeah, you a bitch. Hey. Jump off the RV with it. Ain't gotta be all the 1K, but I'm about to turn up with the fucking cop cars coming over there, cause we don't know how to shop right with the right thing. Hey, we get the motherfucking thing in the fucking gosh darn motherfucking refrigerator. Can we get the damn shit with the refrigerators? I need this shit. I need the gosh darn shit that fucking keeps my shit cold in the gosh darn thing. Can we not fucking play around with the fucking space? Shit, I ain't got fucking shit, and I ain't got AIDS, and I ain't fucking chicken Andy. Yeah, I ain't doing anything that makes me mandy. And we're going candy with the landy. And we're getting really cool shit in the Bambi, Disney, what we're doing. I don't know a gosh darn thing. I got my neck brace. What you doing, man? Yeah, fuck the bitches in the snow. Canada.
Isn't it bullshit to name your egg company after meadows,
Canada,
or farms?
igloos,
If your eggs don't grow on meadows, valleys, or farms,
Atlantic,
maybe we should call ourselves Vital Actual Farms. Just a thought. Vital Farms, keeping it bullshit free.
Oh shit.
This is it. You're not gonna have these problems. Fuck the drugs. Fuck the cigarettes. Fuck that dumb bitch. It all starts fucking tonight, all right? No more fucking excuses. That's the fucking. This is the year of the fucking soldier.
Yeah, let's fucking go. Bitch ass bitch. You bitch ass bitch.
Naval Lieutenant Commander Jay Chen's ready to take on this special interest to lower costs.
Too big as sticker.
Hey, go on.
No. Work on the jab. I'm trying. What are you? Bye. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Fuck. I'm hungry, dude. I have food, man. You guys are fucking with me, dude. Bullshit ass, bullshitted bitch. Nerd bitch. Nerd bitch. I'm hungry. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. I gotta be on fucking permanent friends.
A world of fear awaits, and there's nowhere to hide. Six Flags Fright Fest. Get ready for the biggest, scariest Fright Fest ever.
5,000 years.
We're here to negotiate your peaceful surrender. I'm not peaceful. Nor do I surrender. These powers are not a gift, but a curse. Born out of rage. You have two choices. You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior.
No more than 1 square foot of space? That's bull. Having lots of space? That's Vital Farms.